Hey everyone, it's time for the July 2023 Nevergrind online update, and I would like to start off the video by welcoming all of the Diablo 4 refugees out there who are rather disappointed in patch 1.1. So I think there's going to be a lot of RPG players looking for something new to play, and perhaps Nevergrind Online is what you're looking for. You should at least consider it. I mean, after all, it's had a very good year. It's had 45 positive reviews in a row. And, the feedback has been very good lately. Ever since we started adding our talent trees. So, I suppose this is the first video revealing the completed functional talent tree. And I don't know if they're really trees, but they're kind of like trees. They do have 3 separate branches here. As you can see, this is broken down. This is the Templar that I'm playing. And there are 3 trees, the Fanatic, the Elementalist, and the Visionary. And it allows you to specialize your skills. For example, by adding damage, additional hits, reduced cooldowns, reduced threat, added chill duration. There's all sorts of different things, different ways that you can modify the skills. You can even get resistance reduction, which is a popular option. So yes, this is the Templar, the first class that had their talents completed. So that was a big deal, and there was it took a lot of time to get the first one done, but I'm getting a lot of positive feedback. I mean, of course, there's going to be many suggestions with feedback, but overall it has been there's been a lot of excitement in the community, and the player base has been increasing as of along every time there's a update for the class, a new class with talents completed. There's quite a bit of excitement just to kind of check that out and see how they feel, try them out, and definitely gives you an idea of what the game will play like upon full release. So the talent system is absolutely one of the last key gameplay layers that will be applied. After talents, it will be more stuff that is like quality of life, like the bazaar system I would like to add, where players can set up a shop and then you can go and purchase items from them. And we're thinking about perhaps adding like a mercenary system and a few other things. Crafting is another big one. So just we'll take a quick look here. But as you can see, you got stamina. You have to put at least 1 point in to unlock these 4. And then from there, you sort of have a choice to go with 4 different skills. And then once you dump in enough points, let's say you just wanted to go all Primeval Withering, then that would unlock the next tier. And the reason that unlocked was based on the total number of points you have in the tree. So here you have 21 points. And once you get 21 points in this tree, then it unlocks 4 more. And so let's say you really liked Primeval Withering, you could really hyper specialize and just make this skill as powerful as possible. And that will unlock your Arcane Mastery. And say you want to be really good at that, you could do that. And there's sort of a similar pattern in terms of on how the skills unlock. This tree has mostly fire and ice spells. And this tree has mostly lightning, and there's a poison spell in here too. So you got lightning and poison in this tree. Over here at the academy, you can also reset your talents for a cost, and the higher your level is, the higher the cost. So that's how that works. Pretty simple, and it allows you to customize your character to a degree never before seen in Nevergrind Online. So let's reset. We'll go check out the warrior real quick just to get an idea of how things look over there. That is a warlock. I want the warrior. So I'm back in town again. And a very similar kind of system. As you can see, the trees have names. Later on, there will be items that buff specific trees of talents. So right now the cap is 20, or in some cases 10. And so let's say you found an amulet that had +3 to Berserker. Well, then everything in this tree would be +3. Those items don't exist yet, but they will exist in the future. So again, a very similar pattern here. There are 48 points in this tree. In this case, I decided to dump them into Frenzy and dump a few points into Flurry. I ran out of points, so in this case I would have to go reset the talents again. Come back over here, and the other two trees are Juggernaut. This is more like your tank tree. You want to be a tank. You could dump it all into Pummel if you really wanted to. And then Panzer's got bonuses to resist physical and maximum health. That would make you a pretty good tank. And then if you wanted to dump some points into, let's say, Furious Cleave for more damage with your stun, you can get natural resistance too. And that would make your resistances really good. And weapon mastery is an option too. And you ran out of points. And now you got to think about if that's the right build or not. And then the Goliath is the final tree. This is the tree that allows you to hold two-hand weapons in your hands, in each hand. So that's quite interesting to experiment with. Two-hand items have much more powerful attributes. So just being able to hold two-hand swords makes it much more powerful because the bonuses are so much more powerful. So this is sort of like the two-hand Goliath sort of tree with powerful strikes and area effect skills. Basically, they all have their pros and cons. It's actually a little more nuanced than that, but it would be like a 1-hour video explaining every little thing. But it's just kind of giving you a look here. Let's, not the blacksmith. Let's go to the academy, and we can kind of mess around in there too. That's, of course, strength. I don't know if anyone's going to dump everything into a base attribute. I mean, when you get the plus items later, you're going to need at least 1 point to benefit from plus to all, or plus to a specific talent. So let's say, for example, you had +3 to stamina. You would need at least 1 point to get it up to 4, because it would be 1 + 3, so you'd have 4. But you would need that 1 point. So that'll be interesting to see how players deal with that itemization strategy. And here we got Rupture, Whirlwind, Double Throw, and Jump Strike. Maybe you want to just balance it out. Maybe you just want to be a balanced kind of Goliath. Not just a... just get a little bit of everything. Why not? Oh, I clicked one too many times. It's over. And you could be a Titan. And when it talks about two-hand penetration here, what it's talking about... in this game, penetration means bypasses parry and riposte, which is really important in this game. So maybe you want to max that out. Make sure you want to bypass that as much as possible, because that reduces the effectiveness of all of your skills. At least in this case, it's two-hand penetration. And interestingly, there is a weapon mastery skill over here which allows penetration against for all skills. So that's something to think about. So right now I'm working on Shaman. I don't think I'll show you the Excel spreadsheet, but I'll let you know. We have some exciting builds in store. I will talk about in next month's update the Shaman's talents, and after that I will look at Shadow Knight, and then who's after that? I think the Druid. So I was able to crank out the Warrior talents in about 1 week. So that's a good sign. I may be able to crank out a class per week if I'm lucky, depending, it depends on what kind of free time I have, etc. I'll probably fall behind because I'm a busy dad. But rest assured, I will be coding as much as I can, because I'm having a great time coding this and working on this project. So you can be certain that I will be working hard on this. Having a great time working on this project. So anyway, check it out on Steam. Buy it for you and your buddies, your dungeon crawl friends. I know they're on Discord. Just call them up right now. Jump on the voice channel and start grinding. And Nevergrind online. Or offline. You can play offline if you want. You can Nevergrind offline. Why not? Anyway, that's all for this month. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in Edinburgh. Later, guys.